David, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
I'm a major fan of your work, so thanks for the time. So, my first question is, you've had a lot of success with Jason Statham with The Beekeeper, and I was blown away by Working Man. I think it's going to be another big success. Would you be willing to do further sequels with him, considering this is a line of books?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's 12 of these books, so and maybe the door is left open on a working man for more to come.
Awesome, awesome news. And one of the things I find so interesting is that you co-wrote the script with Sylvester Stallone. And I think of all the accolades, Lorda and Sylvester, no one really thinks of him as a great writer, but the dramatic moments in this film are so deeply felt. Talk about writing with him. What was that collaboration like?
I mean, it was wild because, I saw Rocky as a kid, right? And that was just a wildly inspirational film. And then, as I got into the business, I learned about his struggle, his story, how he wrote this great script and just held it close until the movie came together the way he wanted. And I kind of did the same thing with Training Day, based on that inspiration, that you could do that. And so to end up collaborating with him was like really coming full circle in my life and my career.
Oh, that's awesome here. So I may be off on this, but let me ask you this question about your filmmaking, like shots, right? I noticed so many great close-ups on Jason in the film where you could really see the weathered lines on his face. You weren't trying to do like a beauty vanity project. You wanted to show that this is the working man. This is the guy that goes and rescues the girl that's kidnapped. Was that done on purpose, or was that just something that I'm just happening to see?
No, it's on purpose. It's like, Jason is such an everyman. He's so believable. He's like, he doesn't come from a fancy background. He's a pretty simple guy with humble beginnings. And I really identify with that. And he feels like he could be your dad, your uncle, the guy next door. He's exactly the guy you want to come rescue you. So, I just wanted him to feel real and grounded and put him into a world, that he felt like a part of.
I've seen all of your films, and I love how there's always a build up to the action. I feel like you just never drop an action bomb on us just for the sake of it. But like the scenes where he's in his car, looking through the flare camera, really devising how to go and attack these guys. Those are so methodically done. So I'm wondering, when you're writing the script, I mean, do you talk to like a military specialist? How do you know that this is what these guys do in these situations?
Well, that's the thing. He plays, a former British Royal Marine Commando, and a lot of the techniques and a lot of the things he does, are what they would do and how they work. I have a good friend of mine who just retired from the armed forces, who was on set and helped us get things right, and which is important. And it's a little bit of things that maybe people haven't seen or they don't expect how methodical and how smart these guys are when they do what they do.
One of the things that I thought was really also greatly addressed in the film was this whole relationship with his daughter. There's kind of like a humanizing element where he's just not an unstoppable killing machine. Talk about developing those warm scenes with a young actress.
No, yeah, he's an unstoppable killing machine, with a kid. Um, but that was the thing is I really wanted to ground him and for me a good action movie has like great character and great heart. And the scenes with his daughter Mary, you really feel that they're a father and daughter. You really feel his struggle to connect with his daughter. And I think that's something any parent can identify with. And she's clearly his kid because you almost feel like she could go on the mission with him and succeed.
That's awesome. All right, let me sneak in one last question. Are you still doing your Dirty Dozen remake?
Uh, it's it's a possibility. That's all I'll say.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, David. Cheers.
Thank you.